Stop putting your money into the Facebook boosted slot machine. If you're a business owner that has hit that boost button before, you probably didn't see the results you were looking for. In this video, I'm going to explain to you why boosting is not a great idea, and there's a way better way of doing it. Let's dive in. So first and foremost, when you're running any sort of ads on Meta, you have different objectives that you can choose. When you select boosting, essentially what you're doing is you're optimizing for impressions. You're telling Meta to put your ads in front of as many users as possible without any rhyme or reason. So Meta will take your money and they're going to do what you asked it to do. And when you boost, essentially what you're doing is putting your ads in front of people that have a tendency to scroll through content. Ideally, what you want to do is put your ad in front of people that have a tendency to click on content, a tendency to engage on content, a tendency to become a lead, a tendency to buy something. These are the users you want to get your ads in front of. But when you boost, you're essentially an online billboard of people just passing by with their blinders on, not paying attention to the messaging, not paying attention to your ad, because that's what you asked for. You asked for impressions. When you boost, you're optimizing for awareness and impressions and nothing else. So let me show you a better way. But before I get into that, I want to show you essentially what it looks like when you're boosting a post. All right, so when it comes to boosting, you might see something like this, and I'm just taking this specific business as an example, Chatello.ai. Here's an organic post on their page. And for this organic post, again, just for those that don't know, organic post is essentially just posting something on your page without any ad spend. This is posting organically. Now, boosting this post is a great way to get additional eyeballs in front of it. However, it's not getting it in front of the right eyeballs. So if I go to boost this post, for example, you'll see here that I have the option to change the button from learn more, book now, learn all. It doesn't even matter because the people seeing this post are typically not clicking on content, and that's what we want. In this case here, here's what the ad would look like. It does a very good job of making it seem easy to do Facebook ads, and it's very easy to go ahead and just hit publish and boost this post. But that's not what we want to do. You can select your audience, all that stuff. That's great. And it will take your money, but you're not optimizing for engagement. You're not optimizing for traffic or leads or anything like that. So there is a better way of doing it. So as you can see here, we're in Ads Manager now. And when you see, and I'm going to take this one here for an example. And this one here specifically is optimizing for landing page views. So we're telling Meta to put our ads in front of people that have a tendency to click on content and go to another website. We don't just want people to see this ad. We want people to stop on the ad and we want people to click on it and engage with it. And in this case here, simply by grabbing this post and saying I want to optimize for clicks or landing page views, it gives me a great cost of 4 cents per landing page view. It's costing me 4 cents to get somebody from this ad over to the Chatello.ai website. And that's a great deal. I will guarantee you, if I were to boost that exact same post, it's going to get a lot of impressions. A lot of people will quote unquote see it. Even when they scroll past it, they may see it, but they're not taking that action on it. And I will predict that landing page view cost would probably be at least $1 to get somebody from seeing it to clicking on it and taking that action, because that's what we're asking the algorithm to do. And essentially, if you want to create an engagement post, all you got to do is create a post and select the proper objective. So you'll see here, when you go to create a post within Ads Manager, you have the opportunity to select traffic, engagement, leads, sales, whatever you want it to do. What you ask, Facebook will give. And so if I want traffic, for example, I'm going to go through the process of creating a traffic ad. So you'll see here, when it goes to conversion, you want some sort of a conversion to happen. And that conversion can be sending traffic to an Instagram profile, for example. If you want to get Instagram followers, a great objective is to send traffic to your Instagram profile, providing that it actually looks aesthetically pleasing. People may want to give it a follow. You can optimize for calls, get people to click that call to action button in the ad and directly take them to your phone. Website, this is sending traffic to your website. I personally like the website one. Get them onto your website to educate themselves and then retarget. That's one of my favorite strategies. Now, when it comes to performance goal, maximize number of clicks. I prefer maximize number of landing page views. Now, what's the difference between maximizing for landing page views and clicks? Well, in the case of optimizing for clicks, essentially you're getting people that have a tendency to click on content, but they might not land on your website. They might bounce off. They like to click on ads. These are the type of people you're optimizing for. When you optimize for landing page views, you're optimizing for people that have a tendency to land on websites and browse around. All right. In order to optimize for landing page views, you have to have a pixel installed on your website. Having that pixel installed on your website allows Meta to know that a user landed on your website, right? That pixel fires and sends that signal back to Meta that that user was on your website. When you're optimizing for clicks, you don't need to have a pixel set up because you're just telling Meta to get your ad in front of people that click on ads, right? Does that make sense, right? Optimize for landing page views every single time, because those landing page views means that they're on your website, they're educating themselves, and now they're primed for retargeting. All right, so it's very easy to go in and select that objective within Meta. Boosting is easier. I will tell you, as a business owner, it's very easy to select that boost button and start getting more visibility on your post. But there's just a way better way of doing it. If you just take that extra step to go into Facebook Ads Manager, go in there, select your post, which is as easy as this on the ad level, is going on there and just selecting whichever post you want to promote. And voila, there it is. And now that post is good to go. I'm not going to post that one specifically. It needs some ad copy on it. That was not the best example to choose, but you get the gist. Once I hit the publish button, essentially going to be good to go and the ad will be created. That's a quick and dirty Facebook tip for today. Make sure you choose your objective wisely with Meta ads, because what you ask Facebook to do, it will do it. Stop boosting, spend the extra second, optimize for the right objective, and you're good to go. If you like this video, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.